Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur. You can also follow the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur fan page, and you can follow me on Twitter at DGoddess27. Okay, so let's get into it. California woman left with scars files federal lawsuit against Hemet police for use of excessive force. And so a woman and her daughter from Hemet in Southern California were violently arrested in front of her home in March of 2021. Hold on, beloveds. Hold on, honey. Someone is at the door. Hold on just a moment. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, no less. This is what happened. Now, a woman and her daughter from Hemet in Southern California were violently arrested in front of their home on March 2021. Now, Mariah Hereford and her mother, Monet Hereford, have video footage of the encounter of Hemet gang enforcement officers' brutal handling and arrest of the women, as well as Mariah's fiance, Ryan Gaddison. Now, the family has filed a federal lawsuit against the police department in which they allege excessive force and violation of First Amendment rights for slapping the phone out of Mariah's hand in an attempt to stop recording the altercation. Now, according to NBC Los Angeles, gang unit officers pulled over a car driven by Gaddison, that didn't have a front license plate. Now, upon inspecting the vehicle with a flashlight, an officer asked if he could search the car, to which Gaddison refused, as was his right. Do you have probable cause? Like, why you hassling me? Why you want to search my car? Do I look like I did anything wrong? I mean, at the end of the day, I'd have said no too. Now, at that point, officers took him out of the vehicle, pinned him against the vehicle, and started to handcuff him. This is according to attorney Tanya Jaramilla, saying that there was no reason for that. So forget all of this. I'm going to go to the footage so you all can hear what they have to say about this. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you in advance.
Accusations against the Hemet Police Department after a family says they were roughed up by officers. The family has now filed a civil rights lawsuit saying that their First Amendment rights were violated for stopping them as they recorded what was going on. NBC4's Tony Shin has more.
Yeah. He's in the car.
Cell phone video from March 2021 shows a chaotic scene after gang unit officers pull over a car that didn't have a front license plate. Ryan Gaddison was driving, and according to his attorney, he had just arrived at his fiance's home to have dinner.
He asked Mr. Gaddison to come out and to see if he would be able to search his vehicle as his right. He said no, he declined the search. And at that point, the officer forced him out of the vehicle, pinned him against the vehicle, and started to handcuff him.
Do you guys have a search warrant?
Attorney Tony Jaramilla says Ryan's fiance, Mariah Hereford, and her mother, Monette, used their cell phones to record the arrest. And one officer allegedly slapped the phone out of Mariah's hand, causing her to fall to the ground.
What she recalls, because she did black out at some point, was the officer pulling her hair up and then slamming her head to the pavement. He did that several times.
That officer is accused of injuring Mariah's face and pulling her chin up in a way that caused her to choke. Jaramilla says an officer also confronted Monette for recording video.
She was then frisked inappropriately by a male officer, even though there was a female officer.
Attorneys say this all happened in front of Mariah and Ryan's 4 small children.
They hit the dogs for nothing. The dogs were just barking, chained up.
In another video, a neighbor is heard saying that the officers used batons to strike the family dogs that were in the front yard. The video also shows an officer holding up one dog by its collar.
This is one of the worst cases of police abuse I've seen in my career.
Attorneys say despite being arrested and cited that night, Gaddison and the Herefords have not been charged with a crime. They have now filed a civil rights lawsuit in federal court against the Hemet Police Department, claiming their First Amendment rights were violated and that the officers' actions were excessive and racially motivated.
I felt like I was back in slave times.
Hemet police say at this point they are not commenting on this case. Tony Shin, NBC4 News.
Wow. So y'all see how they get down, right? I mean, all of that. And they didn't have any reason to even be searching that man's car or harassing the rest of them and brutalizing them. And they did that in front of their small children. Pay attention. They have no problem humiliating, beating, brutalizing, even murdering Black people unarmed in front of their children to traumatize them for life. They would never behave that way with Karen and Becky and Chad and Pete. Just pay attention, honey. This is what the devils always do. Nefarious, no less. Mad because you want to search the man's car and he said no, as was his right. Searching for what? Because he's Black? Yeah, that's likely what it was. Just another day living in the hood, honey. That's how it goes, right? And the hood, and when I say hood, I mean the divided snakes. There's a whole country is ghetto. All right, it's a big trailer park. Anyway, with that all being said, everyone please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all. And I hope to see you all in the morning, bright and early, for your morning wake-up calls. Peace.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another Black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is Black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a Black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my Black shoes by the Black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man will go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They're trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this